This episode screams out for me girl code, appropriateness, knowing your room, reading the room, knowing who you're talking to, just so many levels of where we as females can just cause mess and drama and just little things like that, just not taking like and then just maybe just minding your own business, okay? Like, what's good, y'all? It's your girl Ash. Come on and get in on this good commentary that I do for y'all as I recap some of these good old TV shows. Tonight we are on Basketball Wives, episode 5, season 10, 7, 8, 9. It really doesn't matter. The latest season. Yo. Okay. Everything in the piecing together, but let's be honest, it every base this episode is stemming off of fresh off. I cannot believe that Rockstar really basically embarrassed this girl and gave her a promise ring, um, mixed with Jackie, as usual, being her normal messy self. Why do we think that there could? Jackie is one thing about it. Jackie's not malicious in her doing, but one thing about it is Jackie will be Jackie, and I'm gonna just leave that at that right now. As to say that basically, everybody, it's always good, to actually see when these women have things going on, stuff going for themselves outside of just mess and trauma or whatever or whatnot. So before we get into all the little craziness, ruckiness, and before I start ranting, because y'all know I'm about to rant, let's go ahead and shout out, Brandy, because at the end of the day, she is at the well kind of help with piece everything together and will end up bringing all the ladies together to really discuss what was really going on. She has a cookbook that she's doing or whatever or whatnot or working on doing, and she basically ends up wanting to get the ladies all together to basically taste some of her recipes or whatnot. And then as well, our girl Jen is over here, is started her own hairline or whatever or whatnot. So with that, she also is continuing to date Jelani. They're on their second date, and oh, that weird kiss happened. Like, why? Part of me is just like, why did you? What made you think, Jelani, that you was ready to go in for that on the second date? Like, Jen was weirded out and awkward, and I was weirded out and awkward because I was even like, "Oh, okay, that's what we doing." Because that's exactly was the reaction on her face, like, "Oh, that's what we doing." I wasn't expecting that, like, bro. But as much as it somewhat turned her off, and I knew it was gonna somewhat turn her off, she kind of actually took, a note from, British's book, and British is just like, "Girl, you need to do something different. You need to just go ahead and y'all need to go ahead and have sex. Y'all need to go ahead and just get it in before you even waste your time." And so when she ends up meeting up with Jackie, she ends up telling her that, we did start to see each other more. And yes, we have started to bump and it is good. Yeah. Get it, Jen. Get it, Jen. Get it, get it, get it, Jen. She getting it in. She getting it in. Ooh, this shirt is yeah, let me put that down. So, because this was a nice shirt, and here I thought I was doing something. Clearly not. So, with this dirty shirt on, yo, why y'all ain't tell me? So, back to it. So, y'all, let's talk about how this all even started and where I'm even coming from with this whole thing, right? So, number one mess up, Duffy. You know Jackie long enough, even down to Duffy. I don't think even Duffy was coming at it in a malicious way. But this is where, girl talk can in a way turn into gossiping when somebody in the girl talk decides to go and talk about it with somebody else. So, and boom, that makes things messy. So they're having this girl talk or whatever, whatnot. And like she was just saying, we need to be there for her. So even when she said Angel's not happy, and they showed the clip of the conversation or whatever or whatnot, I clearly think that Duffy meant that she was not happy on how things carried out at the baby shower, excuse me, at the gender reveal. Not that she wasn't happy with Rockstar, whatever, 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 but just the fact of like, after all this, like, we do this, we have this big event, it's just beautiful, your family's here, my family's here, and you come out with a promise ring. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I hate the fact that she is, how do I necessarily want to put it? Like, she plays it like she does kind of like play it off like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what it was. She was like, I didn't think that he was proposing to me. But at the same time, she didn't directly say, oh, I thought it was a proposal. She kind of got and understood, though, why everybody would have thought that it was proposal. Like, she never came out and said right in that moment, like, I didn't think that he was proposing to me. I very well felt like she thought that she was being proposed to. Why now get in front of Rockstar now and say, oh no, that's not what you think? Like, either way, to me, regardless of the front that she wants to put on, regardless of whatever, whether she's happy or not, there's, I, I have my own opinion and I have my own eyes, and something is not all the way there in that relationship or whatever or whatnot. Clearly, clearly. So, fine. We're going to leave that at that. So, Jackie, being Jackie, she's in her interview basically, and that's Jackie's problem as well. Jackie feels like, she is like, she immediately felt like, oh, I am the, I want the best for all of my friends in their relationships. So I have to come in and I have to, I have to fix this. I have to help them fix this. Like, she feel like she has to put herself in these people's relationship. Boom, step wrong number two. No, Jackie, you can't go and insert yourself in somebody's relationship because of a sided story that somebody told you. Because again, regardless of the fact that she actually sat down with Angel, her perception or what she got from the conversation may not exactly be what happened in the conversation, right? So, fine. You though take that, Jackie, and you go and you don't even like just bring it to, you don't even just bring it to Angel. You literally have sit here and have this whole conversation in front of what's the name too, Rockstar 2. And if that's just kind of just not even like girl code, like, first off, if she's not happy and we don't know what type of relationship this is, why as your friend did you thought that it was safe to go and check on the happiness of your friend in front of her man who she might not be happy with? Again, this is where it just be like, Jackie be taking her own, be thinking her own, oh, I need to go in and fix this. Oh, they need me. Oh, she don't think about, oh, what the person needs or what the person might want. That the person might not want me to be in a relationship. That the person might, hey, maybe I need to confront this person, just her. Not regardless of the fact that, oh, well, they were there, so I felt like that. Are you freaking kidding me, Jackie? Like, oh my, like, this can't even like be like so many, like, that was just number three. Even why would you sit here and confront, did I ever make that number two? I don't even know. That's number three though. Why would you sit here and confront this girl about this, about a conversation that you've had amongst your girlfriends with her and her man? Tell me how you thought Jackie that but this is why I'm thinking Jackie being her own little selfish stuff, and at the same time it's literally just like, it's kind of like, okay, yes, we can call it for what it is. Jackie's who she's going to be, but at the same time, we have to hold Jackie accountable for these things and not allowing her to continue to okay this because she feels like she's the guru, or she feels like she has the answers, or she feels like she has to fix people's relationship. No, Jackie, that's not what that is. So when y'all really, so of course Angel's gonna go and she's gonna go back and talk to Duffy about what happened or whatever or whatnot. And of course, again, something's going to get misconstrued because Duffy's not, I mean, not in any type of malicious way, but Angel's not going to be able to recite word for word exactly necessarily what Jackie said about Duffy. So it's now coming back like again, more kind of like he say, she say, which bringing in more mess, bringing in more drama, because now it seemed like that Jackie's trying to call Duffy a bad friend before putting this stuff even out there, even talking about this girl's business. And so, boom, like I said, they all ended up in the same place, same time or whatever or whatnot. And Duffy takes, and I'm like, hey, maybe a lot of this will have been alleviated at this point if y'all all three would have just sat down the first time instead of everybody picking that piece. At this point, at this point, instead of everybody having these little individual conversations, Jackie made me so upset when she started in on that tone and basically hollering at Angel. Like, oh, you're not gonna da 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 da. Honestly, I felt like Jackie was lit because she came in like off the tops or whatever, whatnot, bringing in yet again another new friend or whatever, whatnot, this Mecca girl or whatever or whatnot. And I'm just like, oh, here we go. And so her tone and her tone of voice, like she's pregnant. You don't talk to a pregnant woman like that, Jackie. Like I know, like you know better. I know you know better. You know better. And when you sit back and you kick back and you think on that, Jane, like you know you gonna possibly have apology to give because that was not in the best light at all, Jackie. Like honestly, Jack, like I want to blame you, like you started all this, but it's kind of just like it's like I kind of feel like Duffy knew, again, knowing the room, reading the room. You know how Jackie is. It's just like this. I know my friend. I know exactly how my friends are, and there's just certain things that I just do not share with certain friends. But believe it or not, it's not just that way for a reason. It's because you've carried yourself in certain ways that I know who I can go to for certain things. I know I can talk to this person. I know I can give this person this information in confidence. Just stuff like that. Unfortunately, not all your friends can be treated in an equal way. You're going to treat them equally, but unfortunately, some of them they just might not all get the same privileges as others, if that's how we just want to put it. And Jackie's just one of those people where you can't go and talk to her and tell her something like that because Jackie, one, is going to one, she has is the fix all, the be all. So she has to go in and try to chime in, whatever, which ends up making her the messy one because at the same time she feels like, oh, I have to be real. I don't want to be fake. So I'm just gonna blah 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 blah. No, sometimes you need to shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth, girl. Mind your business. This gonna be real short, y'all, because I that this whole thing could have just really been alleviated, and for that girl to be walking away, crying, upset, and feeling like, and I completely get what she's saying, like, and then that's what makes it worse, like Jackie, like it really like it's just the fact of the matter is Jackie has a big mouth. It's kind of like I can't even put it in defense like she's not being she's not being malicious, but she's just going to talk. She's going to talk, and like literally as she's sitting here like, yes, I didn't mean, I wasn't out here trying to be malicious and tell your business, but as I was telling, but then Jen basically says, ends up telling how you told her, like, why did you need to now and go and tell Jen, like after you had like Jackie messy. Dang, Jackie. Like at this point, like it's kind of like I don't have no choice but to say it. I don't have no choice but to say it because you're kind of spelling it out for me in this episode as I'm talking it out, and I'm just sitting here like I'm trying to like have your back. I'm trying to be like but no, you're just kind of like Harley Red. We just got to see it for what it is. Like you messy, Jackie. Yeah, and you best believe like Jackie will carry a bone, so you better not be passing around no bones and be talking like just nah. Jackie gonna carry a bone. She gonna carry a bone. So you just and then they get mad, and then she got the nerve to get mad. But you did it, Jackie, and then you didn't go and have a conversation with Jess Rock and Angel. You go and have the conversation with Jennifer too. Come on, y'all. So they they like the brandy food though. if you know, for all that it's worth, they did like Brandy's food. Uh, yeah, I think that situation just alone, and oh my God, I just did not like how Jackie talked to that girl. Like you do not that yo that was, I can't even talk about nothing else because that just took me over like so much. Like that's that yo. Give me some feedback. Let's even talk about that, like just the female relationship, the female group relationship, and I think even Brandy had said something. She was talking to her brother, who had came to visit, and he was just like, "Oh, no drama," and she was just like, "Whoa, now we're talking about women here, you know." Then it's 10 of us. Like, there's bound to be drama in a group of females, and I think that's something that has carried over for years and years and generations and generations and generations, because we were saying that when I was a girl, when I was young, when I was a preteen into a teenager, and yet I'm now in my 30s, and that's still a thing, that's still an issue. So let's talk about some girl talk. Let's talk about, girls and cliques and the dramas and just the messiness and just the, you know, let's talk about it, y'all. I'm honestly like at a loss for, not even that I'm just at a loss for words. I don't think I'm at a loss for words. I think I'm just like so just mind boggled and just over. Like I am a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl who, stands for girls empowerment. I don't like other female. I don't like females beating each other down. My God, it's so much craziness. Like these new kid generations are just like, well, the stuff that I just see on social media is just crazy nowadays. But in the book, females' opinion on other females and how they, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Like I said, not a long one. So not as long as my usual ones, because this was just enough for me. So y'all, I'm getting out of here. Make sure you drop me some comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, and let's get into that's the discussion itself. Just females, the female groups, females carrying drama. If in a group of females, there's always just gonna be drama, just stuff like that. Y'all get it. So I'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, next week's episode is something better. We'll see, but I don't know if I see things getting better from here. So bye, y'all.